Hey guys, welcome back here, and I have one last review for the year. As you can see, this one, there is some labelings on here, so, yeah, that's because I got it online. But as you can see, it's an 8-foot animated lighted Santa and reindeer. Yeah, not very creative with some of these names. Yeah, so basically it's that one from Home Depot that it has like the animation arms, so it basically has like the arms move like this, kind of like that. But yeah, so it is kind of dark outside, so I wanted to do it now before it gets too dark and then I have to wait. But yeah, so there is some labels on here, so that is because we had to get it online. There was none in stock in the stores, but there were some online, so I did have to wait a couple days for it to get here. But then we went to the store today, and today was finally here to get it. It was actually early. It was meant to come on January 2nd, but it actually came on December 30th, so I'm really glad about that. But anyways, yeah, so here's the packaging. It actually isn't too bad. I was expecting the box to be a little bit more beat, but it's not too bad. But yeah, so I'll just take some of these labels off because I do not want you guys to have my address or stuff like that. So I'm not going to show you the side because that's the side that shows it. But yeah, so anyways, let's get it open. It looks like they actually put some tape on the box, so I'm gonna have to get some scissors to cut that. So I'll go get some scissors. Looks like they had some scissors on the box. Okay guys, so I got an extension cord because obviously I had to take my display down because obviously it's after Christmas, so my entire display's gone. I'm still working on putting them away, but other than that, everything's going according to plan, and I couldn't find any scissors, so I'm going to use an X-Acto knife instead. So I'll just, yeah, X-Acto knife, be very careful with these. They're a lot more dangerous than scissors, so definitely be careful with these. Yeah, so it looks like they had some tape on here. Be very careful with these. You can easily slice your fingers off. Okay. Just gotta find out how to get most of it off. Okay, so okay, there we go. Oh, there we go. Oh, and there's one more on this side. It's packaged like this because I got it online. Alright, I'll close that up. Actually, I will need those again because it's going to have a base fan. I believe, according to Josh, the Inflatable Tractor Guide, it has a 125, which it makes sense because it does have the animation mechanism. And this one actually, just like some of the 20-footers, it does have the 2 openings instead of 1. Because this box is pretty big. It's actually a lot bigger than most boxes. Okay, and what's this? Okay, that's just that stuff. You guys can't see that. That's just shipping stuff. I'll just put that under that so it doesn't go away. Okay, and again, got more tape here. Okay, this box is pretty big, so it is going to be a little difficult for you guys to see. Okay, so be very careful not to damage the inflatable inside. Alright, so close that up. Don't want that out in the open. Alright, so I'll just go ahead and, oh wow, this one's kind of packaged in okay. I'm just gonna take the inside box out. Oh, okay, so I'll put the outside box away just for now. There we go. So yeah, it's packaged in there pretty good. So I don't see any instructions on the side, which I don't really need them anyways. And let's try to get it out. Okay, this is kind of hard to get out. Okay, so let's get that out. This box is pretty big. Okay, so did it come with steaks? Because I don't see any steaks in here. I don't see any steaks under there. Hopefully it came with steaks. If it didn't, I don't really care. I don't think it came with steaks, but I'm not too sure. I'll have to check. Oh, never mind. It did come with steaks. They were just inside the inflatable package. Okay, so... And there's also the instructions in there, which these are tiny instructions. These are very tiny. These are way smaller than the regular ones, which is honestly nice because I don't really need these anyways. Hopefully they can start making them really small. Like, this is so small. Look at it compared to the steak package. It's hilarious. It's smaller in person. So that's hilarious. Anyways, so here's the steaks in here. So let's open these up. It's probably going to be the exact same as always. Okay. So let's get the steaks out. Okay. So we got the 4 plastic steaks, as always. And we do get the regular tethers. We don't get colossal tethers, which this one's only really 8 feet, so it doesn't really need colossal tethers. The Archway definitely did, though, because that one's massive. And, as always, we obviously get the... Wait a minute, how many do we have here? Wait a minute, was this one already used? Okay, that one's already used. So it looks like we got 4 of the useless puny metal stakes for the base fan. As always, definitely not using these. I don't know why they give you these, but it's hilarious that they do. But obviously that's not happening. So, put those away. And obviously 4 tethers, just like expected. Okay. So, it looks like here's the fan right here. Yep, it does look like it's a 125, just like Josh said. You can tell because the opening on this one is much larger than if it was an 80 or a 60. I'll show you a comparison in a different video. But yeah, so this one I think is a 125, but I'll just check. Or it's a 200, but it's probably not a 200. Okay, so I'm just gonna check quickly. Okay, I know there's not much room here. You know what? I can actually just move the camera slightly. Whoa. Whoops, my camera fell right off that. Sorry about that. Yeah, that's much better angle. Okay, so, where's the zipper? Oh, here it is. I always like to check the fan for you guys, so I can tell you guys what fan this has. But it's a 125 or it's a 200. Yeah, it's a YEF 125. Yep, it's a 125. Okay, so let's zip that back up. And one thing that I am noticing that I like is that this Santa's like yellow pattern is actually stitched on in a way that it won't look weird. Like sometimes I notice that they come flapped. I don't know how to explain it, but this one's actually stitched on in a way that it'll look like this permanently. So I definitely like that. I noticed sometimes they don't have that. Okay, so let's bring it over here. Okay. Okay, so. Oh, that's done. Fine though. Okay, so it's tangled just slightly, so I'm gonna untangle it for you guys. I don't know which way this is. Okay, I think it's like that. Okay, so fan down there. Okay. Here's Santa himself. And then we got the reindeer right here. There we go. this is one that I really wanted. It's the last one that I'm getting for this year, unfortunately. Okay, so turn the camera up a little bit because it's going to be quite tall, so I'll turn the camera up a little bit so you guys can see it. Okay, it's a little bit angled slightly, so apologize for that, but that's fine. Okay, so now let's get them plugged in. There we go. Yeah, so the fan is very good. I think so. Alright, so, oh, it looks like the plug is bent a little bit. That's alright. Alright, here we go. Oh, wrong way. There it goes. Oh wow, this one's going up pretty fast. Okay. Wow. Okay, it's going to fall over, so I'll just stake him down and then I'll show you guys what he looks like after that. Okay, so here it is all set up. I did have to spend like 6 minutes trying to get him to stay because it is pretty windy today, as you can tell. I did have to use the tethers to hold him up. Now, as you guys can see, this thing is actually pretty big. It's like maybe like 6 feet wide or something. So as you can see, they both light up pretty good. They have 67, so there's 3 in the reindeer and then 2 and then 3 in Santa. As you can see, they have these cups here, and they actually have the brown on them, so it looks like they're so it looks like hot chocolate. And same thing for this one. And you can see they both have Christmas trees on them. Here's Santa himself. It's pretty cool, just basic. And here's the reindeer. It actually has that exact same plaid pattern that my Christmas puppy has. It has that exact same kind of pattern. And this is what I was talking about with the belt. So as you can see here, it's actually stitched on a way, so it will look like this, which I definitely like. As you can see, there's where the other tethers are. I wish they were up here, but it's fine down there. Seems like it's doing the job pretty good. The base fan's underneath Santa. There's actually no white pattern on this guy, which is different. Now, as you can see, there is a pocket here for the animation. So as you guys can see, this is what it looks like inside. It's like a spring thing. I can't really show you, but there's like a spring in there. And there is a second zipper right here. So it just has the fan down there. So yeah, there's like the tube and stuff for all the animation stuff. It is like, it's pretty, like, I don't know how heavy it is, but it definitely is good that it has the 125. Okay, I'll zip it back up. There we go. But yeah, this air pocket's not meant to like release air for it. This one's actually meant for an animation. Some air pockets are different than others. But yeah, as you guys can see, here's the back of it. This one actually does have the pattern on the back of it, which is nice. I'm glad they didn't just choose to cheap that part out. But yeah, so here's another tether on this side. Not much stitching, but it does have the extra piece of fabric here to reinforce it, which I like. Now there's no tethers on down here by the reindeer, which is a kind of a big problem. I wish they would put an extra stake there, but I mean, it's not really that big of a deal. As you can see, it does have the animation arms there. I'll explain how those work in a second. Now, one thing that I do have to really complain about is how bad the stitching here. There's so much tension here, as you guys can tell. Like, I'm worried that this is gonna rip. I'm gonna reinforce that quite a lot. I'm gonna do a little bit of extra stitching there to prevent that from ripping. Yeah, and same with down here. It's not as bad. Actually, you know, it's pretty much the same. So there's another really bad piece of tension here at the front. So that's definitely kind of a problem. Now, anyways, for inflation, it's pretty tightly. It absolutely wants to explode. As you can see, inflate's pretty good. Reindeer inflate's pretty good too. Lights up pretty good, as you guys can tell. So anyways, now I'll show you guys how the animation works. So the way it works is, okay, please stay. Okay, so anyways, you can tell that one pocket, there's like 2 pockets. So as you can see right now, this pocket right here inflates, which pushes it there. And then it deflates and then it pushes it back. And then as you can tell, on this side inflates. And then if this side inflates, there's like 2 different sections in here. So this right now inflates, and then that deflates, and then it inflates here. And that's exactly the same way it does it on the Santa. As you guys can tell, like this pocket inflates, which pushes it this way. And then that deflates on that side, and then this side pushes there. So it's pretty basic, as you guys can tell. So I'll try to show you a little bit of the animation, how it looks. Hold on for a second without wind here. When it is windy out, it kind of like moves those arms around, which is kind of unfortunate. It would have been nice if there was 2 C7s in the hands. I mean, not the hands, the cups. That would have been really nice, but fortunately it doesn't, which it's fine. Lights up pretty good though, as you guys can tell. Yeah, it is nighttime right now because obviously I had to spend quite a lot of time, and right now it's really trying to blow away. Yeah, so this one's really cool. I definitely recommend it. It is a really nice one. Yeah, this one's pretty cool. It's definitely one of my favorites for the year, other than like the tree one. Yeah, this one's really cool. Hopefully they get it back next year. But yeah, I had to get this one online, but it's pretty good, and I definitely recommend it.